Welcome back to Farm and Sugar. It is a icy day here on the farm, and when I say ice, I mean like ice skating rink ice. Not even snow. We had like maybe a day of like snow, but it's mostly ice here. Like our pond's frozen over. You can't walk outside without slipping. Like when I go down to the chicken coop, I'm pretty much like ice skating. So we are back on the farm in the ice making Valentine's Day recipes, and this one today we're gonna do the cheesecake cookies, like the cookies stuffed with cheesecake. Those sound amazing, and I've been wanting to try these. I was always maybe like a little bit intimidated by getting the cheesecake into the cookie, so let's see how these turn out, and hopefully they do better than the strawberry cake brownies that we did last video. If you haven't checked that out, go check that video out, because let's see if you think that was a flop, a fail, a win, still edible. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But we're gonna get these cookies started because we gotta get that cream cheese in the freezer so it can like harden up to put inside the cookie dough. And we also have an Oner Active haul coming at you. I don't know if I'll do a try on, but I will show you everything that I got for like Valentine's Day colors, the reds, the pinks, all of it. So excited to try those. Also tried a new length of the soft motion leggings, so I'll let you know what I think about those too, because I'm tall and I usually always get tall, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our cream cheese middle filling started. So I'm gonna do one package of full fat cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese. Thought I heard something. And if you hear peeps, that's the chicks in the background. But then there's also a turkey trying to get in the back door along with the guineas. So it's like they come and find me when they need me or something. It's so cute. I'll have to show you guys the babies as well. They're already like 3 weeks old, 2 weeks old, something like that. So freaking cute. All right, so black cream cheese, 2/3 cup powdered sugar, and a little drop of vanilla. All right, let's get that mixing. Start slow so you don't spread your powdered sugar everywhere, and then once it's incorporated, then go ahead and start mixing. You want to make sure that your cream cheese is softened, and then you also need a cup of butter, and your butter needs to be softened. So I've had these sitting out on the counter probably like 3 hours now, and they're almost, yeah, they're pretty well softened now, maybe a little bit longer, but by the time we're ready for those, they'll be pretty good. All right, let's speed this up. I'm gonna add a little bit more vanilla in there. Just till I get that consistency that I want. All right, while that's going, I'm gonna get a little bit of parchment paper out because we need to get these in the freezer. So let's get that. We will need our cookie sheets again, so. Okay, I like this parchment paper better. I got this one off Amazon, and the ones in stores seem to be too wide, but like, look how good that fits my cookie sheet. I'll link these down below, and they're unbleached too, so actually, I really like this. I'm gonna have to order more of these. Yeah, it's not like hanging over. I love that. I still haven't ordered a cookie scoop, so I need to do that. I'm gonna scrape the sides down in the middle of this, but I want to make sure all of it's incorporated. Make sure you're getting the bottom as well. Mix that for another minute. My hair is driving me nuts today. Perfect. Perfect, and obviously taste test. I can't wait to try these cookies. And guess what? My dishwasher is empty, so going in the dishwasher. All right, since sadly I still don't have a cookie scoop, that's okay. We can just use a spoon. And we're just gonna do little like dollops. And this depends on how big like you want your cookies and stuff. Mine's just gonna vary between each one. This doesn't have to be perfect because they're gonna bake down in the cookies anyways. So going back to some of the smaller ones and adding a little bit more to the ones that I think need it. All right, so I have about 15 little dollops here. We're gonna get these into the freezer. They're gonna sit in there for about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna leave mine in probably at least 30 minutes, and I'll check them to see if they're firm enough. That way we can go ahead and get them in the cookies. So let's put these in. Okay, so those, I just ran out to the garage. So those are in the big freezer in the garage. And on the way back, I grabbed a mini Alani because I've already had one today, but I finished that like 2 hours ago at least. And I need something else. Plus I have a leg day today, so this is kind of like a pre-workout-ish. That's what we'll call it. All right, let's put our big bowl on. And our whisk for that one. All right, so now we're gonna cream together. Got a text message. So let's get started on the cookies. And we're gonna take that softened butter. Remember, that's a cup or 2 sticks. Make sure you get all the paper off. For some reason this paper, I get these at Sam's Club, so the paper likes to really stick to the softened butter. I'm trying to make sure I get it all off. All right, so we're gonna cream that together with 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar and 1 cup of granulated sugar. All right, let's start that mixing. So this process here will take about 3 minutes. You want it light and fluffy. That's why you want your butter softened. And mine could have been a little bit softer, but that's okay. Scrape down the butter just a bit. It sticks to the inside of the whisk, and that is annoying. Make sure you're stopping and scraping that middle down because you don't want any chunks of butter. So I am gonna dye my cookies. I'm gonna use Color Mill in the color Melon because it's like a bright pink. So I'm gonna use that. So I need to open this when I haven't used it. So I'm just gonna take the cap of the lid, this part of the circle, I'm just gonna press that down like that. And then now you have a little hole. It is a pain trying to get those tops off. And this works great. All right, now that that's light and fluffy, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 room temperature egg, courtesy of the girls outside. Make sure it's room temperature. If it says room temperature when you're baking, make sure that it is, because it'll make all the difference. Get that in there. We're gonna add a dash of vanilla. And then another dash of strawberry. You don't want to do too much of this because it can be overpowering, but if you like strawberry, then that doesn't really matter. So if you measure, I do about a teaspoon of each of those. All right, and then we're gonna add a little bit of the Color Mill melon color, and you can add as much or as little of this as you like. I did about 3 squirts because I want it to be pretty pink. Okay, let's mix that. All right, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna scrape down the sides and check my coloring for the food dye. I feel like we need more. It's at that, oh no, I just found a big pocket of it hiding. See, that's why we scraped it down. When you want these wet ingredients, or this base, like fairly mixed pretty well. There's a pocket of food coloring. There, I think I got it. I'm gonna add a little bit more food coloring. It's not Valentine's Day unless it's like bright pink or red. All right, so I'm gonna scrape down the sides again. And now I'm gonna add your dry ingredients. And that's gonna be 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I don't really measure that. I just do it like a pinch. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I need one with like a top on it. This is too hard. I think I say that every time. And then 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Not much to this recipe, so that's a plus. Flour was starting to go everywhere on that one. All right, you want to do this until it is just combined. You don't want to over mix. So what I'm gonna do now that everything is incorporated, for the most part, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. I probably should have switched to the paddle, but who wants to dirty all that? Well, me. But now I get to get it out of here. And put this in the dishwasher. All right, let's go ahead and mix this around ourselves. Make sure everything's off the bottom. Go ahead and put some parchment paper down. Yeah, I'm loving that parchment paper. And put some dough down, and then I'm gonna press it with the back of the spoon. That way we can put the cream cheese right in the middle. It's a little bit better. Kind of just scooping it up and using your fingers. It's the best mixing tool you got. Is it icy wherever you're at, like it is here? I am ready. I think like Tuesday's supposed to be like 63. Catch me outside all day. Like, I am not missing that opportunity. Okay, I got some ready. Now I'm going to preheat. Well, actually, let me wash my hands first. All right, so I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350. And I'm gonna go grab our cheesecake pieces. So I'll be right back. All right, so you want those pretty firm. I think we're good. All right, put that one there. Just gonna kind of match up the size of the cookie to cream cheese. All right, so you're just gonna take your cookie and kind of fold it around. I left some extra dough because you don't want any of that cheesecake showing. And these are gonna be giant. Perfect. And then back on the parchment paper. So you're just gonna do that with each one of them. All right, I'm gonna finish these up and I will catch you guys back here when I'm done. Okay, I got everything rolled out here. I am gonna use 2 pans because since my cookies are pretty big, I'm gonna make sure everybody has room to expand. So, oven is almost ready. I'm gonna clean up. It's got a few more degrees to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this stuff away and wipe down until that's ready. Alright, I'm gonna get these in the oven. All right, so while those are in the oven, I'm not really sure how long they're gonna take because they're a little bit bigger, so we'll kind of keep an eye on them. Let's go over my Oner Active haul. I haven't had one of these totes and it's super cute. It came free with my order and I absolutely am loving it. Like, that is so cute. Like, who gives out a free tote? That's insane to me. Okay, so we'll kind of just take out one by one. What do we start with? Start with a tee. I love their oversized t-shirts, like their pump covers. And I absolutely love this one. Like, that's super cute. It's just gray and it says pink with like the lettering. I got that one in a size medium and it's like, this one's pretty heavy. So I love that one. That is for sure a keep. This one is the Soft Motion Scoop Back Bralette with gray logo, size large in the color chalk pink. This is a keep too. I love these. They're so comfortable. So comfortable. I have to try this one on. It looks a little small. Maybe my other one is too. I have to try this one on. Okay, so that kind of went with this outfit. This is like a running outfit. This is the Air Move line shorts, 3-inch size medium in chalk pink as well. I cannot wait for spring to wear this. Like, aren't these super cute? They are lined with the little gray logo. And then to go with those shorts, I got the Air Move jacket in chalk pink, size medium. Isn't that like just the cutest pink? And then, and the gray with the pink is actually just so cute. It is kind of heavy, but it is lightweight at the same time. Like, this is gonna be durable, that's for sure. I think that'll make a cute little running set. And then if I don't wanna wear the shorts, I have not tried these. I haven't tried any of the Air Move. It's actually all newer stuff. Like these Air Move straight leg joggers, black and a medium long. These are not high-waisted, but I think they make them oversized enough that I can make them like a medium, like mid-waist. These are same material, light, airy. I think these will be cute for like a spring transition, like winter into spring. Like I said, I have not tried these. These are the straight leg, and I'm loving the straight leg right now. Okay, and then to the red items, I got, oh yeah, these are the soft motion straight leg in these regular length, size medium. I usually get the tall, but lately, if I want to work out in these, the talls are so long, I step on them, but the shorts are way too short. Regular, the last time I tried them, they were the wrong size. They were a large and I'm a medium, and they were regular, so those were just a little too short for me. So I'm gonna give these a second try in a medium regular, and this color is fiery red. She's definitely fiery. I love these. These are super cute. These are such a vibe. And lastly, you can't go wrong with the Effortless collection. These are the Effortless Seamless Shorts, medium in fiery red. And they have the gray logo as well. This has the butt scrunch. These are the high-waisted one. I know they make a mid-rise, but I'm not a mid-rise person just because my body shape doesn't work for me. But I did get these. At least I'm not usually a red person, but lately, like this fiery red is just looking so stunning with like my tan and spring, summer. I think these are gonna be so cute and a leg day staple. So I'm so excited to try these. So that, so this is my Oner Active haul that I got. This is the one that got stuck in FedEx in Memphis for, I think it was like at least 3 weeks I waited on this. So, and I think everybody else did too, but you know, they came through, we got it, no biggie, we can still wear them. And yeah, I was so excited to finally get this package, and I almost thought I wasn't gonna get it. And I reached out and they were like, no, it's coming, but it really did show up. So I'm really glad it did, because her stuff sells out super fast. And yeah, if you know, you know. But I can't wait to try all these and wear them, especially the pink. I'm not usually a big pink person, but I feel like that outfit is gonna be so cute, especially running. Now, let me check our cookies. And I think I'm gonna switch this over for my gym bag, because I think this is super cute. And I love this like maroon color. Like, that is so cute. These turned out absolutely beautiful. And they only took like 25, 26 minutes. The only thing I probably would have done differently is add more food coloring. Like they're still pink, but they're not pink enough, if that makes sense. Let me show you guys like that. This one's a win. These are really good. 100%. Give these a try. You could even do like chocolate chip, double chocolate, fudge, brownie, anything. Like, these are so good. And these are gonna be so dangerous because they are so good. Like the cream cheese and the strawberry, it's just like a perfect combination. And they're so giant, like I actually love it. So give these a try and let me know what you think. I'm gonna finish mine and then I'm gonna put these carbs to good use because I need to get a leg day in. So I'll meet you guys in the gym. All right guys, so these are done. It's time for a workout. It is my leg day today. So I'll show you guys some of it. I'll show you all of it because it's a little loud and stuff in here. With the heater running, it gets cold. So pretty much have to have that on the whole time right now. But that's not gonna stop us from getting our leg day in. We're still gonna do it. So let's get started. Yeah, we are warming up next to the heater because it's cold. Like, I think the high today is 30, so none of this ice is gonna melt. They've been out of school for 2 weeks now. My hamstrings really tight, so won't be going too heavy today, but we'll do some. All right guys, just got done walking the dog, so don't mind. I'm a little red because it's freezing. That is still solid ice out there and it is extremely hard to walk. So trying to get to the road that's clear it takes me probably like 10 minutes, what would normally take me like 2 minutes to get to the end of the driveway to the road. So, and I have this little peep here. Look at this little one. So stinking cute. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on the farm here. And Hope you guys are staying warm and dry, and hopefully it's nice and sunny and warm where you're at. But we will see you next Sunday on the farm. Bye.